Hello, I'm Anthony Frazer, and we are going over my EP Liminal. And this song right now that we're about to dive into is Candy. Oh, Candy, Candy, Candy. So I feel like we kind of have a bit of the story of like what's going on in the EP thus far. So, you get Midnights, it's about a breakup. You get What If I, it's about a breakup. You have Lies, it's about a breakup. Those are all kind of about somewhat the same person, even though Lies was written prior to the breakup, prior to any of the accusations alleging of the, cheating that happened, the scandals. Candy is a song that is written about the best friend in all this. You know what I'm saying? So like we have the songs for him, like he's getting torn apart. But now the best friend that did us dirty, watch the fuck out, bitch. So now we're gonna go ahead and dive into this, and it starts out pretty iconic. Use a fake, use a fraud. You said you never do me wrong. Well, it didn't take you long since I got everything you want. I was pissed. I'm not gonna lie. I was fucking pissed. I was fuming. Like, how you literally gonna be so fake to my face and be like, oh, I'm your friend, I'm this and that, I want to do music with you, I want you to help me build my website for my business, I just, you're so iconic in this industry, and like literally like really kind of like selling it to me like you're an amazing artist and so many people look up to you, and especially in the gay community, and blah 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 blah, like your videos are iconic, your music's iconic, and this and that, blah 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 blah, blah. I should have known it was fake right from the jump. But anyway, we digress. Anyway, but so yeah, I started this out. Use a fake, use a fraud. You said you never do me wrong. Well, it didn't take you long since I got everything you want. This is one of those friends that are like never happy with what they have. He had an amazing boyfriend, and I don't think he really cherished his boyfriend at the time. And so he saw something that he wanted, and he also seemed to be not unfaithful, but at the same time seemed to always have a wandering eye on things, you know? So I was just kind of like that friend. I was like, okay, girl, like, yeah, okay, he's cute, whatever, but like, you got a man at home. You know what I'm saying? So again, like, I should have saw the signs, but I guess I kind of didn't, or I was just turning a blind eye to it, for a friend. But anyway, this part goes, use a fake, use a fraud. You said you never do me wrong. Well, it didn't take you long since I got everything you want. Next part. Stand by my side just to stab me in the back. You got a wandering eye and some loose lips to match. It's just so funny, like how like you literally will have the dirtiest of fucking people right in your corner. Like the snakes are in the grass. These bitches is lurking, right? So that's where that line, stand by my side just to stab me in the back. You got a wandering eye and some loose lips to match. I've already told you, like, this man had a wandering eye. He was constantly looking for other people. He was not content and happy with his relationship. And again, should have been something that I looked out for. Loose lips to match. It's because he was out here sucking and fucking and clucking and ducking. You know what I'm saying? This bitch would all of it. So had to let the people know that he got some loose lips. And then it goes on from there. You was a friend of a friend. Well, I got foes for that. You would cheat on your man just to take what I have. The line, you was a friend of a friend. So like, I met this person, through the grapevine. I heard about them originally through another person that like, was like, oh yeah, I kind of hooked up with him here and there. I was like, oh, okay, that's cute, whatever. Like, he's an artist, he's local, he's here, whatever he does now. And then he was actually friends with two other people who I was becoming friends with because there was some kind of like turmoil. There was a person that was kind of like in the way of all that. And so it was like, you was a friend of a friend. Well, I got foes for that. And it was like thinking about this person who was keeping me from these other two friends that I was trying to be friends with. and that like I didn't understand how much fuckery they had put on to these other two artist friends. And it's like we all kind of like saw things, like everything started to come to light. So I was like, yeah, use a friend of a friend. Well, I got foes for that because now she's the foe. You could be in line with this bitch, right? And then it was like, you would cheat on your man just to take what I have. You got a man at home your damn self. But you want what I want. You want what I have. You want what is right here in front of me because you're not happy with what you have. You need to have everything, right? Use the kid in the candy store. That's what it is. That's where this kind of came from. So then we go into the pre-chorus, which is, all that chocolate really gave your ass a sweet tooth. Try me again and you gonna learn about me. I never knew why they would call you sticky fingers. I thought you always had a thing for candy. Now that is just, for me, when I was writing this, I already knew that I wanted to kind of call the song Candy, but I wanted to put into play certain things. Like I wanted to kind of like mention candy, but I didn't want to really mention like candy itself, like Reese's and peanut butter and all that other things. But then I did. So I was kind of like, okay, well, how do you kind of like talk about these things and kind of like put in these like cool annotations about them, you know what I'm saying? And that's where I came up with, all that chocolate really gave your ass a sweet tooth, because it's like, don't eat too much candy, you're gonna get a sweet tooth, you're gonna get a toothache, right? Try me again and you gonna learn about me. That was kind of like, bitch, I'm gonna fight you, right? I never knew why they would call you sticky fingers. Again, playing on the cheater aspect, but also on the candy aspect of it. I thought you always had a thing for candy, when I'm like, it's kind of like a double meaning. He's got sticky fingers. He's a thief, you know? Or he'll steal your boyfriend. That's like, I thought you just always had a thing for candy. I was blinded from the friendship. Then we go into the chorus. Butterfingers, Reese's, you can have them all. Ain't taking candy from a baby. If you slip, I'll make you fall. Catch a hook from the left, and I don't mean on this song. If you're guilty, baby, you can sing along. I feel like that was so clever of me. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, that was so cool. Butterfingers, Reese's, you can have them all. Ain't taking candy from a baby, if you slip, I'll make you fall. I remember when I was writing this, I was like, oh, I feel like ain't taking candy from a baby. Can't taking candy from a baby. Like, how do I like play this into it? And that was like what I really had when I was going on to the chorus. I was like, I really want that in the chorus. Ain't taking candy from a baby, if you slip, I'll make you fall. Kind of like, if you're gonna fall into the trap of this, I'm gonna let you eat it. You know, I'm gonna let you eat shit, slip on the banana peel. Everybody gonna find out what the fuck happened. If you gonna do me dirty, bitch, don't worry, you on candy camera. We about to have this shit blasted all over, okay? I'm gonna let everybody know. Catch a hook from the left, and I don't mean on this song. Again, is going back to, bitch, I will literally fight you. I will put my hands on you. Do not think shit is sweet, because I am not sweet. But anyway, and I don't mean on this song, if you're guilty, baby, you can sing along. Again, tying it back into, he's an artist, I'm an artist, you know, keep up. I also feel like the chorus kind of segues into the second verse, because I do also play on his artistry and who he is in the community as well. So I then go back to, you ain't a friend, you a foe. I taught you everything you know. Can't find a booking or a show. Maybe you could rap if you could find a flow. Because I'm like, I really want to have like that tough opening line, right? You ain't a friend, you a foe. I wanted to make a statement again. Just kind of like how I did in the first verse, where I said, use a fake, use a fraud, right? So I started that out again. You ain't a friend, you a foe. Because again, this was somebody who came to me like, oh, you're this, you're that, blah, 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 blah. In the community, everybody looks up to you. Can you teach me your ways? Well, teaching you everything I know, right? I patted myself on the back when I was done with this, because I was like, bitch, 8, okay? What is 4 plus 4? 8, period. Anyway, so when I wrote this, it was like, I taught you everything you know, can't find a booking or a show. I was constantly putting him in shows that I was doing, booking him for different things. I put him into Pride festivals, into Rainbow Fest, into all these little different shows that were happening. It's like, he wasn't really being seen outside of these shows. I mean, literally, who was he, right? So, and then it's like, maybe you could rap if you could find a flow. He was so gung-ho about, he wanted to do an album on rap, and he wanted to do an album for R&B, and he wanted to do an album for pop, and he wanted to do an album for glam. And like, I was like, girl, sit the fuck down, pick a genre and stick with it, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, you was not Beyonce. You was not going to try to do all this shit. Chill out. But yeah, so I just kind of like threw him in there because I want him to know that the song is about him. I'm not going to name drop him, but you know, bitch, you know who you are. And again, I went back in. This was another time that I went in with a different bridge to get back to the chorus, right? Because I still wanted to tell the story. I didn't want to kind of keep that pop thing. Stand by my side just to hop on a track. You was chasing the clout, thinking you were a match. I showed you all of the love, gave the shirt off my back. I guess that it was my fault, thinking you'd stop at that. This was kind of like my thing, was like, I gave you the chance to be on a track of mine. You were literally chasing the clout. You went with me to the Britney Spears rally where I was performing in front of thousands of people in LA down at Stanley Moss Courthouse. You wanted to be there. You wanted to be a part of it. I put you on the song that I was going to perform. Now, I knew better than to bring that bitch the fuck on stage because I knew there was just something I just couldn't trust about this man. And I'm so glad that it came to light quick, literally before we even went to the fucking performance. So it was good not to even bring him up. But chasing the clout, thinking you were a match. He was very fucking pissed off. I remember when we went there, we got the hotel room and he was like, oh, are you, me, and this person not going to be in the... No, bitch. What do I look like? Fucking stupid? No, we're not. Absolutely not. And then when we got down to the stage, it was like, oh, show me your friends and meet me, blah, 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 and I want to interview and this and that, and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, you're doing too much. Calm the fuck down. Stop being a clout chaser. Just chill the fuck out, okay? Enjoy the show. I showed you all the love, gave the shirt off my back. I introduced him to producers, to other artists. I opened him up to a world of success if he would have grabbed it. But he didn't because he did me dirty, so... You know, people moved very quickly and they were like, yeah, he's a shady ass bitch. I guess that it was my fault thinking you'd stop at that. That's, again, kind of like me and my self-revelation. Like, damn, bitch, you was really fucking blind to this shit. Once again, here you are 3, 4, 5, 6 times in your life that you are choosing to deal with snakes and you was getting bit every time. What is wrong with you? Hello? I'm an idiot. Anyway, we go back into the pre-chorus. All that chocolate really gave your ass a sweet tooth. Try me again and you gonna learn about me. I never knew why they would call you sticky fingers. Thought you always had a thing for candy. Then it goes back into the chorus, and this chorus also has a B chorus to it. So we get the A chorus, Butterfingers Reese's, you can have them all. Ain't taking candy from a baby, if you slip I'll make you fall. Catch a hook from the left and I don't mean on this song. If you're guilty, baby, you can sing along. This part goes into repeating the chorus one more time, but also giving you the B chorus long, okay? So you get the long drawn out, and then it's, you can have them all, 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 right? Just like playing off of the first part of the chorus that's going on here. It's kind of like that, like, anthemic thing that's kind of going on, you know? Like, you just kind of want people to sing along and feel like they're part of the journey with you. They're part of like the na 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 na, like the playing games. And it's like, you played me, I'm gonna play you. That's what it is. That's where we're at. But yeah, this is Candy. It was the only song that wasn't professionally recorded. I recorded that in my apartment at the time, and I rush recorded it and put it out because I had heard wind that this person was actually going to write a diss track about me. And so to beat them to the punch, because I already had this diss track in my arsenal, Locked and Loaded. I wanted to get into the studio, but I couldn't get into the studio at the time because I was just going through a lot financially. And so I was like, you know what? Let me just do this shit by myself because I went to school and a bitch got a production degree, okay? And yeah, so I done pulled out all my little stuff that I got from school, my interface and my microphones and stuff, and I sat down and I recorded it, and it came out decent. But it was definitely one that I was like, okay, if there's any song on here that I'm going to go back and get remastered and like re-record it, which is what we did on this. We not only remastered it, but we re-recorded all the vocals. I was like, it's definitely this one because it's not up to par, but also it was one of the last singles. It was this and then Control that were the last singles from that extended version of Euphoria, the expanded. Sour Patch Kid. And it's funny too because I actually have a remix for this song and it's called Candy Sour Patch Remix. And it features 2 other local artists. So I would love for that song to come out. Play me if you want to, bitch. I don't know. We'll have to see if the other 2 artists want to still do the remix. And then if they still want to do the remix, then we can put it out. If not, they're very much like, okay, well, when things are over, they're over, girl. Let's not relive the past. But you know me, I thrive in the past because I'm like, why not? You know? But yeah. We might see it without them. We might just get a remix without them. Who knows? Who knows? Well, that's it for this video. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.